Have you ever wondered why some people eat very little but still don't lose weight, while others only need to change one small habit and manage to lose weight steadily, effortlessly, and maintain their ideal weight for years? Is the problem simply about willpower, about our lack of patience, or about diet programs that don't truly work? The truth goes much deeper, and it involves a biological mechanism that most people completely ignore. The difference between eating when you are truly hungry and eating when you are driven by external factors. This is the very secret that Dr. Eric Berg wants to share, and today we are going to dive deeper to see how just a small shift in perspective can completely change your entire journey of weight loss and health. For decades, the diet and pharmaceutical industry has promised endless solutions, from so-called miracle pills like Ozempic promoted as the key to weight control, to strict diet programs that cut out entire food groups. Yet despite all these promises, obesity rates continue to rise globally, and millions of people remain trapped in cycles of yo-yo dieting. Dr. Eric Berg points out that the key to lasting weight loss is not about how much you eat, but about when you eat and why you eat. When you stop asking, how many calories should I eat, and instead ask, am I truly hungry? Your relationship with food begins to transform. It's no longer about chasing numbers on a scale, but about listening to the natural wisdom of your body. According to Dr. Berg, hormones play the most decisive role, especially leptin and insulin. Normally, leptin sends the "I'm full" signal to the brain. But when you constantly eat sugar, refined carbs, and processed foods, your body becomes resistant to leptin. As a result, your brain never receives the stop signal, and you continue eating despite already having excess energy. At the same time, leptin resistance usually comes together with insulin resistance. This dangerous duo not only drives weight gain but also creates constant hunger and cravings. That's why many people feel tired and keep gaining weight, even though they are eating plenty. The way to heal leptin and insulin resistance does not lie in expensive medication. Dr. Berg emphasizes that what you need is to allow your body to reset. By extending the gaps between meals and choosing nutrient-dense foods instead of empty calories, your body gradually restores its sensitivity to insulin and leptin. Within weeks, many people notice their cravings decrease, hunger feels more natural, and weight begins to adjust almost automatically. Dr. Berg also highlights the effectiveness of intermittent fasting. When you fast for long stretches, 14, 16, even 18 hours, insulin levels drop, the body switches into fat-burning mode, and autophagy is triggered. Autophagy is the body's self-cleaning mechanism that clears damaged cells and rejuvenates the entire system. He illustrates with real patient stories. By eating only 2 meals per day, focusing on protein and natural vegetables, many of his patients not only lost significant weight, but also maintained their results for years without ever feeling forced to diet. This shows that when leptin and insulin are balanced again, the body naturally reduces food intake without struggle. Another crucial factor that Dr. Eric Berg emphasizes is sleep. At first, many people don't connect sleep with weight, but the truth is that chronic sleep deprivation disrupts the entire weight control system. When you don't get enough rest, ghrelin, the hormone that increases hunger, rises, while leptin, the hormone that signals fullness, drops. The result is that you wake up hungrier and tend to crave sugary or starchy foods for quick energy. On top of that, poor sleep raises cortisol, the stress hormone that encourages belly fat storage. That means if you focus only on diet and exercise while ignoring sleep, your weight loss journey will stall. Only when your body gets enough deep quality rest can hormones stabilize, metabolism function properly, and fat burning become efficient. Dr. Berg also points out the role of stress. In our modern world, stress is almost unavoidable. Work, money, family, relationships all contribute. But stress doesn't just exhaust your mind, it impacts your biology. Chronic stress keeps cortisol levels high, and when cortisol stays elevated, the body goes into fat storage mode, particularly around the abdomen. This is a survival mechanism from ancient times, but today it quietly expands waistlines. How do we lower stress? According to Dr. Berg, simple practices like deep breathing and meditation are surprisingly powerful. Just 10-15 minutes a day of slow, deep breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, calming your body, lowering heart rate, and reducing cortisol. Combined with a clean diet and intermittent fasting, this creates a powerful synergy. The body not only loses weight more easily, it feels calmer, healthier, and more resilient. Another key element is food quality. As Dr. Berg explains, not all calories are equal. 100 calories from a donut do not have the same effect as 100 calories from broccoli. Processed foods filled with sugar and unhealthy fats damage the gut microbiome, a community of bacteria that influences weight, cravings, and even mood. An unhealthy gut fuels cravings and overeating. But when you nourish your gut with vegetables, fiber, and fermented foods, it communicates with your brain in positive ways, helping you feel satisfied and less likely to overeat. Dr. Eric Berg often references research showing that people with more diverse gut microbiomes are much better at maintaining a healthy weight. The way to build that diversity is to eat a wide variety of plant foods and fermented foods, which feed the beneficial bacteria in your gut. These tiny allies then work for you, balancing appetite and metabolism. Another hidden piece is dopamine and food addiction. Every time you eat something hyperpalatable, sweet, salty, fried, your brain releases dopamine, creating pleasure. But over time, your brain becomes less sensitive, requiring more of that food to get the same hit. This is why people can't stop at just one chip or one cookie. It's not weakness, it's brain chemistry. To escape, Dr. Berg recommends practicing mindful eating. Slow down, eat without distractions, and focus on each bite. When you do this, your brain actually recognizes fullness sooner, and you stop naturally without guilt or overeating. This simple practice can retrain your dopamine system and restore a healthy relationship with food. Protein is another major factor. According to Dr. Berg, protein is the most powerful nutrient for satiety. It keeps you full longer, reduces cravings, and preserves lean muscle mass. And muscle is critical because it burns energy even at rest. Many people make the mistake of cutting protein too low when dieting, which slows metabolism and leads to weight regain. The solution is simple. Eat high-quality proteins like eggs, fish, poultry, and beans at every meal. And what about fats? For years, fat was demonized as the enemy of weight loss, but Dr. Berg emphasizes that healthy fats, avocado, olive oil, nuts, fatty fish, are essential for brain health, hormone production, and stable energy. They keep you satisfied and reduce sugar cravings. The real problem isn't healthy fats, but refined carbs and sugar. Finally, we must revisit exercise. Many people think weight loss is purely about burning more calories through hard workouts, but the body isn't that simple. Over-exercising raises cortisol, triggers hunger, and can sabotage results. The most effective exercise is sustainable and enjoyable. Walking, strength training, yoga, or short bursts of high-intensity training. These forms of movement build muscle, reduce stress, and complement a healthy diet. Studies confirm what Dr. Berg has long taught. Diet accounts for 70–80% of weight loss success, while exercise amplifies the results. Both are important, but food is the driver. Another area experts want us to pay attention to is environment and social habits. Think about how often people commit to eating clean but break their promise at a birthday party, a family dinner, or even a casual night out. This isn't just about willpower, it's about environment. Humans are social beings, and we naturally mimic the habits of those around us. If your circle of friends regularly eats junk food late at night, it will be extremely difficult to stay disciplined. On the other hand, if you are surrounded by people who value health, exercise, and balanced meals, their habits influence you positively. That's why many health specialists advise us to design a supportive environment. Start with your kitchen. If your fridge is filled with soda, cookies, and chips, every stressful moment will push you to give in. But if you only stock vegetables, fruits, nuts, and lean protein, then the healthy choice becomes the easiest choice. Willpower is limited, but environment is constant. Another supportive tool is community. Whether it's a gym, a yoga class, or an online support group, being surrounded by people with the same goals provides accountability and encouragement. This is one reason why so many people succeed when they join wellness communities, because they no longer feel alone on their health journey. Community can lighten the burden and increase motivation. Experts also emphasize the role of psychology and your relationship with your body. Many people approach weight loss from guilt and shame. They eat one dessert and immediately think, "I've ruined everything." That guilt creates stress, which triggers more emotional eating, and the cycle repeats. The way out is to shift perspective. One indulgence does not destroy progress. What matters is long-term consistency, not short-term perfection. Another truth to remember is that weight loss is a journey, not a sprint. The goal isn't to lose 10 pounds in a month and stop, but to create a lifestyle that maintains health for years. Instead of setting extreme expectations, focus on small, sustainable habits: better sleep, less sugar, walking more, eating only when hungry. These seem small, but when practiced daily, they transform your life. This is where micro-habits come in. Research shows that people who make small changes like drinking water before meals or adding vegetables to dinner achieve better long-term results than those who overhaul their diets overnight. Small changes are sustainable, don't overwhelm you, and create ripple effects that expand over time. Timing also matters. Studies point out that when you eat is more important than how much you eat. Eating late at night raises insulin levels while you sleep, promoting fat storage and disrupting rest. In contrast, eating earlier in the day allows your body to use the energy and drop insulin at night, promoting fat burning and deep sleep. That's why finishing dinner by 7 p.m. is often recommended. Consistency matters too. Our body runs on circadian rhythm. When you eat at regular times, metabolism functions smoothly. But irregular eating, skipping meals one day, eating late the next, confuses your system, disrupts hormones, and slows progress. Another truth science highlights is that weight loss does not always equal health. Some thin people carry dangerous visceral fat around their organs, while some people slightly overweight are actually metabolically healthy. That's why the scale is not the ultimate measure. Waist circumference, blood sugar, cholesterol, blood pressure, and daily energy are more meaningful indicators. Finally, researchers note the difference between men and women in weight loss. Many women feel discouraged when men lose weight faster on the same plan. But it's not about effort, it's biology. Men carry more muscle, which burns more energy, while women's bodies, influenced by estrogen, are designed to store fat more easily around the hips and thighs. But women can absolutely lose weight by choosing approaches that fit their biology: intermittent fasting, moderate exercise, protein and fat-rich meals, and staying consistent. And then there's the role of aging. As people grow older, metabolism slows, muscle mass decreases, and hormones shift. This is why many people in their 40 seconds and 50 seconds struggle more than in their 20 seconds. But aging doesn't mean surrender. With strength training, quality sleep, protein intake, and stress management, people can still control weight and remain healthy into their 60 seconds and beyond. There are countless examples of older adults who maintain fit, vibrant bodies by applying these principles. Another invisible challenge in weight loss is the emotional relationship with yourself. Many people look in the mirror and only see flaws, belly fat, thick arms, a double chin. They step on the scale every morning with dread, as if the number defines their worth. These negative emotions often fuel the very behaviors that keep them stuck. When you hate your body, you are more likely to eat for comfort, then feel guilty, then eat again. This is the destructive loop of emotional eating. The way out isn't harsher discipline. It's learning to appreciate and care for your body even before it's perfect. It may sound paradoxical, but studies show that people who practice body appreciation are far more likely to sustain healthy habits. When you value your body, you nourish it with good food because it deserves care, not punishment. You move it because you enjoy energy and vitality, not because you want to torture yourself into shrinking. This mental shift from punishment to love creates the foundation for lasting change. We also need to recognize the role of taste memory. For many, sweets were rewards in childhood. The brain linked sugar with comfort, celebration, and love. So as adults, when stress or loneliness strikes, the brain pulls up those old associations and demands sugar to feel safe. This is why cravings feel so emotional. To break it, new associations must be built. Reward yourself with a walk in the sun, a relaxing bath, or time with a good book. Over time, the brain rewires, and food no longer controls feelings. Then comes the influence of social media and comparison. Never before have we been bombarded with images of perfect bodies as much as today. Just a few minutes of scrolling can bring endless abs, flawless skin, and slim waists. Inevitably, people compare themselves and feel inadequate. That pressure pushes many into extreme diets or shortcuts that damage health. But these images are illusions. Most are filtered, staged, or taken in perfect lighting. They are snapshots, not reality. Weight loss is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming the strongest version of yourself. One underrated virtue for this journey is patience. We live in a culture of instant gratification, expecting results in days. But the body doesn't work on such a timeline. It takes weeks, months, even years to undo habits that caused weight gain. Asking, "Why haven't I lost weight this week?" is the wrong question. The right questions are, am I living in alignment with my goals? Am I making better choices today than yesterday? If the answer is yes, results will come slowly but surely. Think of weight loss like planting a tree. You don't plant a seed today and demand fruit tomorrow. You water it, nurture it, and protect it. Over time, it grows and eventually bears fruit. Your body is the same. Each night of good sleep, each glass of water instead of soda, each evening walk after dinner is watering the seed. Eventually, your health blossoms, but only if you stay patient. Some people blame genetics. Everyone in my family is overweight, so I have no choice. But experts in epigenetics have shown that while genes matter, they are not destiny. Daily habits can switch genes on or off. Living on sugar, stress, and poor sleep flips the on switch for disease and weight gain. Choosing whole foods, movement, and rest keeps that switch off. Instead of blaming genes, use them as motivation to live healthier. Another underrated tool is hydration. Thirst often disguises itself as hunger. Many times, a glass of water is all it takes to silence false hunger. Drinking water before meals helps reduce overeating naturally. Water also supports metabolism and helps flush toxins. It is one of the simplest, cheapest, and most effective weight loss tools, yet most people neglect it. Flexibility is also essential. Many diets fail because they are too rigid. Life is unpredictable. Birthdays, vacations, stressful days will happen. If one indulgence feels like failure, you'll give up entirely. But if you see it as a normal part of the journey and simply return to healthy habits the next day, you'll stay on track. Success is not about perfection. Success is about persistence. Winners are not those who never slip. They are the ones who always return. Culture plays its role too. In many places, meals are more than food, they are connection. This is beautiful, but it can lead to overeating. Hours-long family dinners, endless rounds of drinking, social celebrations, all encourage excess. The solution isn't to avoid them, but to shift focus. Let conversation, laughter, and bonding be the highlight, not overeating. When connection replaces consumption, you eat less but still feel full emotionally and physically. Finally, weight loss must be seen as a mental and spiritual journey as much as a physical one. It's not about forcing your body into submission, but about listening to it, respecting it, and working with it. The small shift, eating only when truly hungry, can transform not just your waistline, but your relationship with yourself. When food is no longer a chain, you feel free. And with freedom comes confidence. That confidence transforms not just your health, but your entire life. There is one more truth that many people overlook. Weight loss is not just a physical process, it is a mental and emotional transformation. It demands a shift in the way you think about food, about your body, and about yourself. It's not about battling against your body, it's about learning to walk alongside it. And the small shift we've been discussing, eating only when you are truly hungry, not when you are stressed, bored, or emotional, is the doorway to real freedom. Once you tune into your body, you realize it has always been guiding you, you just didn't listen. Imagine a day when food is no longer an obsession. You don't wake up calculating calories or feeling guilty about yesterday. Instead, you wait for genuine hunger, eat when your body asks, and stop when it's enough. You no longer eat to fill emotional emptiness or escape stress. You eat to nourish and energize. At that point, weight loss is no longer a struggle. It feels effortless, natural, even joyful. Patience is key. Your current body wasn't built in a day. It was shaped by months and years of habits, and it will take months and years of new habits to reshape it. Every action, sleeping enough, reducing sugar, managing stress, walking daily, is a brick in the foundation of long-term health. Build slowly, but build strong. And as you build, you will notice benefits far beyond the number on the scale. Better energy, clearer thinking, deeper sleep, a calmer mind, greater confidence. That is the true reward. Because weight may change, but inner peace and self-trust stay with you for life. True transformation does not come from miracle pills or extreme diets. It comes from simple, consistent actions. Eating when you are truly hungry, choosing whole foods, sleeping deeply, drinking water, moving your body, managing stress, and treating yourself with patience. These simple actions, repeated daily, create lasting change. And remember, you are not alone. Millions of people worldwide are also seeking balance, strength, and health. Your own change can inspire them. When you transform, you don't just change yourself, you influence your family, your friends, and even strangers who witness your journey. That ripple effect is priceless. So don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for Monday, the new year, or a stress-free season of life. The perfect time is now. Right here, right now, as you are listening. Start with one action today. Skip the unnecessary snack, go for a short walk, drink an extra glass of water, or turn off your phone early and sleep. Small steps become habits. Habits become your new life. And finally, remember this. Sustainable weight loss is not about fighting yourself. It's about aligning with yourself. It's about making peace with your body, listening to its wisdom, and giving it what it truly needs. The small shift, eating only when you are genuinely hungry, can unlock not just physical transformation, but mental freedom. When food no longer controls you, you reclaim your life. Imagine waking up every day with clarity, energy, and confidence. Imagine being free from cravings, guilt, and endless dieting. Imagine living in harmony with your body, feeding it with real food, moving it with joy, resting it with care, and honoring it with love. That's not a dream, it's possible, and it begins with one decision, one meal, one day at a time. If this message resonates with you, and you want to continue learning the science and secrets to lasting health, youthfulness, and energy, then subscribe to Daily Health Secrets. By joining, you'll become part of a community striving for balance, strength, and longevity. Thank you for watching until the end. Take these insights into your daily life, and remember, your body deserves love, patience, and care. One choice at a time, one day at a time, you are creating a healthier and brighter future. I'll see you in the next video.